Well, I've come to the Horse and Groom with panoramic views of the paddock, and inside, well, it's certainly all about the senses, the taste and everything else. I've got Sebastian Coe alongside me and, of course, our resident wine tipster, Neil Phillips. This is our last treat of the Grand National meeting in terms of all of this lovely food and hospitality.
Oh, it's absolutely fantastic. I mean, we've had a great week here. I love this location, and I really do. Just overlooking the parade ring here, really exciting. Alistair's done a great job. And also for me as well, I love this pub atmosphere. You know, I like to mix it up for you, Rachel. You know, you've had quite a varied journey around Aintree this week, but it just shows you all the different pieces of Aintree as well.
And that's so important, isn't it, to have variety?
Yeah, and I think so. And I think we've got the very high-end hospitality there, but then we've also got like a more of a relaxed atmosphere. It's a great view over the parade ring, and then the food is just a little bit more relaxed, and a little bit more people can feel relaxed around the food, but it's still at that high level that we'd expect to see on for the Grand National. Sure.
Well, it is, and with you chefing, of course, it's a high level.
Well, yeah. We've had a really busy couple of days, and then obviously accumulates this today, which and the restaurant's jammed up today to the rafters. But we should have really good service, hopefully.
You will, certainly. It's very quiet now, but my gosh, it'll be buzzing later. Have you felt that atmosphere? I mean, you're head chef, obviously your priority is to have this delicious food for everybody here, but are you getting kind of a sense of the atmosphere and this city and how big this meeting is?
Yeah, of course. It's a tremendous meeting. From the Thursday, you get when all the guys are coming in, you can feel the build up to the Grand National. The city loves it. Obviously it's a marquee moment for the city throughout the year as well. So today it's just this grand event. We really need to make sure that the food really shines, and the menus that we've got on in the Horse and Groom here certainly do make the food shine.
And how difficult was it to choose a menu and to create this menu?
Well, our executive chef, he produces the menus, but for us to carry it off in here, there's challenges, but ultimately we'll get that consistency, which is what we want from a food point of view, for sure.
And I love your enthusiasm, Alistair. That's what I love. You're so passionate about it. Yeah, that's great.
Well, I mean, it's great because we've got all this great local seasonal foods, but as well we've got some real touches of flair and touches of indulgence as well, and it's all in that pub feel, gastro-pubby sort of feel,
We love indulgence,
we
very
love
much
pubs.
so.
That's one thing.
And great drink as well.
Well, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, I'll tell you what, look, I mean, actually, tell us what Rachel's got there, because you can't wait to dive in, actually. Come on.
Well, so Rachel, here we've got a lovely, pies are synonymous with race days, so we've got a lovely little steak and Peter's ale pie there. Crisp pastry, lovely great filling, and it's got a lovely little parsley root puree, crispy onions which add another bit of texture to it. The green obviously just sets it alive on the white plate there, and you've got a lovely rich stew as well there. So it's just it's a steak and ale pie, but just done that little bit better.
You could see in here as well.
Come on, Rachel.
All sounds delicious.
I've got to say, we've been building up actually over the 3 days to having a pie.
Yes, that's it.
Our producer loves pies. We've got, so we've got to do that. And but I love the presentation. And
again, it's very, very, what's the word? Hearty, but it's very, contemporary.
This is really hearty, but there's a lovely sweetness with the mash. And
Well, that's the parsley, parsley root there. It just gives it does give you that little bit of texture, different textures and flavours, and they all work together and offset. So it's it's a harmony. Spring.
It's.
How was that, Rachel?
Oh, of course, it was fabulous. Listen, if I could wake up to this every morning, it would be fantastic. And this looks really, really clever.
And again, this is just, it's not just a soup, we take things to that little next level there. So again, with this soup here, we've got a lovely slow roasted tomatoes, basil, garlic, all in this soup here. And then in the actual bowl itself, we've got some piquillo peppers that are thinly shredded, a little bit of basil oil, and then we've got a lovely crisp arancini, which again has got full of sun-dried
It's a bit
tomatoes.
of theatre to soup, isn't it?
Yeah, and then that's it. So
Here
the
we
waiters
go.
will come to the table. Excuse my pouring.
Excuse your pouring. Your pouring is excellent.
That's it, and we go all the way around that arancini, so it sits in the middle there. So when the customers come in to have the soup, there we go. They've got their little go through the arancini, and I'll have the soup, and then the bottom of the kilo peppers have got a little bit of spice and a little bit of sweetness to it as well. So again, it just adds textures and flavours to, what people would say is a tomato soup, but it's not,
there's nothing basic about it, is there?
Yeah,
In terms, when you think of soup, sometimes like, I don't go to the soup because it's boring. But this is clever, and there is that theatre about it, isn't it?
Absolutely. I could have soup every day. I really could.
Well,
Could
yeah,
I could.
And it's one of the popular ones as well. Between that and the pie, they're the two real popular starters. Yeah. And even with the hot weather yesterday, it's still it's a lovely spring summery dish. So it works perfectly well.
Yeah.
Right. Well, Alistair's done some beautiful pouring. You're pouring the last 3 days, and what have we got?
Well, I'll tell you what I've done here as well. We've got a Sauvignon Blanc, because I know you like Sauvignon Blanc, Rachel, and Alistair, I know you like Sauvignon.
Well, yes, but out of work though, Neil. Yeah.
Oh, out of work. Well,
work,
well, you can,
I've got a busy service,
you can have a sip now. It's part of the chef experience.
No Keith Floyd.
No Keith Floyd. Right.
You've got me worried. If you have a sip, what happens to you?
Well, ask the customers in about half an hour.
Henry Sellers and For the Dead or something. I'm just joking.
Right, we're going to have So this is New Zealand, Craggy Range. Interesting enough, it's not South Island, which is Marlborough is very famous for Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand. This is Martinborough, bottom of the North Island. Very interesting. This is Craggy Range. So let's have a taste. The Craggy Range started in 1998. As you know, New Zealand, quite a recent phenomenon, really. And the first Sauvignon Blanc, cheers everybody. First Sauvignon Blanc was planted in New Zealand in 1973. And look at the impact it's actually had. Here we go. Oh, wow.
Very nice.
Tell you what, that's so super fresh, but it's got all those kind of characteristics, it's got all those sort of gooseberries, but it's really creamy as well, which I really like too. Do you know what? I might have to have one of those tonight as well.
As well as this morning and this afternoon.
Well, I'm just thinking, you've got to think about, after you've had your 3, what are you going to enjoy? I just love that freshness. And one of the things you do is you've got lots of acidity. That makes you salivate, it brings you back to the wine. Now, one of the things I'm just noticing, we've got some desserts to come in as well, actually. We're going to do some desserts too. Well. So if we can bring the desserts in, that would be great, please. And that would be, here we go. We'll just come round here. Oh, I can have the soup.
This will not be left untouched,
No, I'm
though,
going to have the soup.
At all.
So again, thank you very much.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Superb. We've got that one.
Oh, we've got 2 desserts. Great.
Yeah, I've got you 2. We've got
We've got very hungry cameramen.
Yeah.
We've got a lovely traditional.
Oh my goodness! Hello.
And then we've got the dessert that the Horse and Groom is kind of going to be synonymous for, which is our little showstoppery kind of fun play dessert almost, So I'll start off with that one. So this one's our Biscoff ice cream sundae. So again, we've got lovely layers of Biscoff. We've got fudge in there. We've got caramel cream in there.
Whoa.
Ice cream in there, and then it's topped with some whipped cream and a little bit more biscuits. So you get lots of. It's just a.
It's kind of like it's like a little nostalgia look as well, isn't it?
I think the crew are going to stop filming. They're just looking like, come on, Rachel, you got to go. You got to go.
Sunday spoon and everything.
It's going right in there.
That's it.
Well, Rachel's great stuff. Well, Rachel's really going in there.
Yeah. See, there
Okay.
you go. Stop. That's it.
Just while Rachel.
It's gingery. It's gooey.
It's
wonderful.
Again, it's just a great dessert, but again, it's a relaxed dessert, isn't it? It's something that people will kind of understand, and when they sit down in here, they can be confident in ordering food as well, and know what they're going to get. But it's just a little bit of a wow as well.
And the banoffee pie is a golden oldie, isn't it? You can't beat it.
Yeah.
Tell you what, just talk us through.
Sorry, and the
Well, we're going to tell you what we're doing. A quick chat on this, and we're going to do a quick national tip as well. So
yes,
give us.
Of course. So we've got the apple tartan. Again, it's a lovely classic bistro pub dessert. Nice vanilla ice cream, apple crisp, and a bit of apple caramel puree there as well.
Who will we be toasting the red wine to in the Grand National today?
We've got a Primitivo from San Manzano. It's a cooperative, south of Italy, Puglia. Nice medium-bodied red. Really, really popular. I think Primitivo is great value. I really do. And in terms of national tip, who do you fancy for the national, Alistair?
I'm going to go with
Hewick, yeah. Hewick is going to go with.
I think that might be my tip.
We love the ground.
I hope we're in good company because I'm also going with Hewick today.
Well, there you go. I think I've chose well then.
Yeah, well, we've just met, Alistair. You can't be too sure.
And I'm going to go for Percival Lagawa.
Listen, cheers to Hewick.
Yeah, cheers, everybody.
Let's go cheers to Hewick. And to the winner.
Yeah.
And once again, a fabulous Grand National meeting. Thank you so much, Alistair. And I hope your
It's an
team
absolute pleasure.
can celebrate tonight and have a great day.
Yes, thank you so much.
Cheers.
Cheers.